Hello student, welcome to today's lecture. In previous lecture we saw software testing definition, then we also saw testing during development life cycle, how we can arrange testing during the development life cycle so that the efficiency of testing is increased. And we also saw the what is unit testing and its benefit. Now today we are going to cover integration testing and the system level testing. So let's start with the integration testing. So in testing, the interaction between the module and the interaction with other system externally is called integration testing. So previously we saw the unit testing. In unit testing, for each module we are going to conduct various tests such as login module. Then suppose you are using bank system, then there is a loan section. For that we are performing unit testing. So for each small unit we are performing the testing. Now in integration testing we are combining this login unit with the your loan unit or your saving account. There is a saving account present in your bank or other any demat account present. If so, here we are integrating these all components or the small 2 or 3 component together and checking whether it is giving correct expected output or not. So in integration testing we are combining 2 or more module and checking the expected output. So integration testing start when 2 of the product components are available and end when all components interface have been tested. So it start with the when 2 components are ready, your 2 components project component ready, then it start and end when all components interface have been tested and it is completed at after the entire, we can say, integration completed. Now next point is system testing. So what is system testing? The testing conducted on the complete integrated product and solution to evaluate system compliance with the specific requirements on functional and non-functional aspect is called as a system testing. So after completion of integration testing, we are applying the functional non-functional aspect of system testing. So what is functional and non-functional testing we are going to see in next. So it is the first level of software testing where the application is tested as a whole. So system testing is a, we can say, first level of application testing where we are checking the complete application whether it is working on expected output or not. Now let's understand the difference between functional testing and non-functional testing. So first start with the what is functional testing. Functional testing is a type of testing which verify that each function of the software application operate in conformance with the requirement specifications, and this testing mainly involve black box testing and it is not concerned about the source code of the application. As you know, there are two types of testing present. First is black box testing and second is a white box testing. So in black box testing द कोडिंग नॉलेज इज़ नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. जो भी टेस्टर है उसको कोडिंग का नॉलेज नहीं रहेगा वो तो भी वो आपका सॉफ्टवेयर चेक कर सकता है. इट इज़ कॉल्ड एज अ ब्लैक बॉक्स टेस्टिंग. बट फॉर वाइट बॉक्स टेस्टिंग द कोडिंग नॉलेज इज रिक्वायर्ड. सो black box testing is performed by, we can say, any person, but for white box testing you have to perform, then you must have the coding knowledge. So ये difference याद रखो, black box testing and white box testing. And every functionality of a system is tested by providing appropriate input, verify the output and comparing the actual result with the expected result. So for each functionality there is a, we can say, input present. You have to check the what is output and you have to compare with the expected output. This testing involves checking of user interface. So in this functionality testing you can check user interface, then API, database, then client server application and functionality of the application under test. So application under test means it is a, for this you can say AUT. So in company it is called as AUT. It is called application under test. means जो भी आप सॉफ्टवेयर क्रिएट कर रहे हो वो सॉफ्टवेयर AUT. So testing can be done either manually or you can use a various automation tool. So there are different automation tool present in market for the testing purpose. So in short, in functional testing, each function of your software is tested and it is checked whether it is expecting the requirement specified by the customer. Now second is, so non-functional testing. So non-functional testing is a type of testing to check non-functional aspect. अब non-functional aspect में कौन कौन से आते हैं? First is your performance, then usability, then reliability of your software. So performance means how many user can handle your software. Means suppose you are making a one website, so at a time how many user can log in so without any trouble. Suppose at a time you are using 1000 user and your website is working fine, then it's okay. But at a time suppose 1 lakh user is login in your website and you have to check the performance after 1000, 10,000, for each stage you have to check the performance. Then reliability, so how much secure is your website. Okay, so there are different non-functional testing present. A good example of non-functional test would be check how many people can simultaneously log in into a software. So it is one type of, we can say, non-functional test. Now here is a key difference between your functional and non-functional testing. So these are the parameter. First parameter is execution. So functional testing, it is performed before non-functional testing. So you have to first perform the functional testing and then you can go for the non-functional testing. This is the one difference. Then focus area, it is based, functional testing is based on the customer requirement. So functional testing is based on the customer requirement. Suppose customer say I want a login system, so it is a customer requirement. And it non-functional, it is focus on customer expectations. Okay, so in customer, so we suppose take example login, so we can provide a strong password. So these are the expectation from the customer. So focus on the customer expectation, and here focus on the customer requirement. Then in requirement parameter, in functional, it is easy to define functional requirement. So it is very easy to define functional requirement, and here it is difficult to define the requirements for the functional testing. As you know, number of user, it may be initially your user may be small 1000 10,000, but later it may increase, so it is very difficult. Then uses, it help to validate the behavior of the application. So using functional, you can check the behavior of your application, and in non-functional, it validate the performance of your application, how good your website is working, using non-functional testing. Then objective, so carried out for the validating software action, and it is done to validate the performance of the software. So mostly in non-functional testing, the performance of your application is tested. Then in requirement, functional testing is carried out using the functional specification. So already specification is given to developer, and depend on that, developer create application and they are tested on that the requirement. Then in non-functional, this kind of testing is carried out by performance specification. So depending on the performance requirement, we are taking this non-functional testing. Then manual testing, functional testing is easy to execute by manual testing. So for manual testing, it is easy to execute, and it is very hard to perform non-functional testing manually. So for perform the non-functional testing, you have to use a hardware. Suppose you want to again take example login. So for login system, it is very easy to execute the functional requirement. But for login, suppose you want to execute 10,000 login at a time, so it is very hard to perform the non-functionality test. Now next is a functionality. It describes what the product does. So in functional testing, it describes what product does, while non-functionality, it describes how the product work. So it describes how product work. Example test case, check a login functionality is a example of your functional testing. And in non-functional, the dashboard should load in 2 seconds. So here we are giving some condition. After login, dashboard should load in 2 seconds. So here are some example of functional testing. In functional testing involve unit testing, smoke testing, user acceptance testing, integration, regression, localization, globalization, and interoperability. And in non-functional, it involves performance, volume testing, scalability, usability, load testing, stress testing, compliance testing, portability testing, and disaster recovery testing. So these are the difference between functional and non-functional testing. Now we are going to cover acceptance testing. We already cover unit testing, integration testing, and system level testing. So let's start with the acceptance testing. So acceptance testing is done by customer or by the representative of the customer. to check whether the product is ready for the use in the real time environment. So this type of testing is done by the customer. So understand this, previous type of testing is done by your developer or we can say the test engineer, but acceptance testing is done by the customer or the representative of the customer to check the whether product is ready for use or not. So in acceptance testing, following tests is include: first, end-to-end functionality verification, then domain test, then user scenario test, then basic sanity test, new functionality test, a few non-functional test, then test pertaining to legal obligations and services level agreements, and last is acceptance test data. So this type of parameter checked by the customer